Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another episode of Top 10 Comics Sold to Readers. This is where we take a look at what people are buying. Now, the Comicron will tell you what the stores are ordering. This is the list of what people are leaving those stores with, preferably after paying for them. After we talk about the hard copy sales, the floppy copies, whatever you want to call them, we're going to go over to comixology, check out the digital sales, see who wins. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Or maybe, and it's not Independence this week, gang. Anyway, these are the shops that have taken place in this particular little poll, so by all means, if you are near their area, stop by, say hi, maybe buy something, and don't forget, support your own local comic shop. This is Bleeding Cool List. Take it with a grain of salt, and with all that aside, let's get this party started. We start off the countdown at number 10 with Batman Detective Comics, number 1019. Coming in at number 9 is Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1 again. At number 8, we have Superman, number 19. In the number 7 slot, we have Wonder Woman, number 750. Yeah, you know, bogus numbers again, gang. Coming in at number 6 is Batman Superman, number 6. At number 5, we have Excalibur, number 6. Coming in at number 4 is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 38. At number 3, Marauders, number 6. And in the runner-up position at number 2 is Batman, Curse of the White Knight, number 6. And back on top in the position he's always supposed to be in is Batman, number 87 at number 1. Okay, so I'm calling it for DC because they do have 5 in the countdown and 2 of them are position 1 and 2. That being said, the rest of the top 5 is Marvel. So Marvel did not go out like a bitch on this one. They really stayed tough. And there you go. They have 4 in the countdown. But still, what you going to do? It's a DC win. But that's my take on this. Let's go over to the comic shops and find out what they have to say about this week's countdown. Big week for DC at FFF this week with 7 of our top 10 best-selling books coming from the publisher. Last week, I was convinced Batman would be back on top as he had 4 titles with his name directly in the trade dress. Batman Detective Comics still counts, but I totally blanked on Wonder Woman's big anniversary issue. We didn't sell a lot of any one cover, but we sold well on each, which helped boost the number a little higher. We sold the most of the Jim Lee cover, which was a little surprising. It's a beautiful cover for sure, but up against J. Scott Campbell and Adam Hughes, I thought there would be a stiffer competition. Tinian's sophomore issue of Batman was number 3 in our top 10, coming in right behind Al Ewing's new Guardian of the Galaxy run. I think DC and Tom King alienated some Batman readers, and it's going to take them a little while to come back to the book. The numbers haven't and more than likely won't drop dramatically, but there was definitely a few hits to the book that'll take time to recover. The rest of our top 10 were usual titles like Amazing, Once and Future, and the 3 other Bat books. Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, just barely peeked through to the bottom of the list. As an event, Year of the Villain has been all over the place. There hasn't been a unifying title other than Justice League, which was 30-something issues into a year-long story. People either picked up or passed on the one-shots related to the books they were reading, but even the main titles that tied in only did so tangentially and confusingly. Then there were the infected one-shots, which did not do well with us at all. It was a little surprising to see the culmination of all of that actually sell fairly well. I guess putting the Batman Who Laughs on the cover really will do wonders for a title. I haven't talked to anybody who's excited about Year of the Villain. In all honesty, I remember I wanted to read it. I read the first little preview they gave out, or what they sell it for, like 50 cents or something like that. And I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be cool. And then proceeded not to care. Seriously, it was like, okay, I'll read what I read, but it wasn't like it went out of the way. Year of the Villain seems to be there, but it's making noise, but no one's listening. Much better week than last, but Amazing Spider-Man is much lower on the list than it used to be, and we had several customers cut it from their pull list recently. A lot more foot traffic overall, though, with a handful of X-Books and Batman out this week. In fact, there were 4 Batman titles in our top 10. Makes me wonder how people find it in themselves to complain about the oversaturation of X-Men books when 4 Batman books a week is just about the average. If I'm not mistaken, there were no Bat books last week. They all came out this week, which I think is kind of silly. If Batman's your best seller, put out a book out a week, and that way maybe drive some people to say, oh, okay, well, I'm at the DC shelf in the comic book shop. Maybe I'll pick something else up. That would be me, but I am a different breed of cat. What a week. Bad weather this week hurt our sales. The old short-term sales spikes are no longer working. Guardians of the Galaxy #1 had more people saying, another #1 Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I said. Seriously, I can't believe they've got another #1 out than actually buying it. Guardians did not even make our top 10 and looks to be a title that we will lose money on. Wonder Woman 750 did not beat out Batman for the top spot, going from issue 83 of Wonder Woman to issue 750. Failed to impress customers. I just lowered my order on Flash 750 due to Wonder Woman 750 not doing as well as I had hoped. We need people actually reading comics instead of multiple cover gimmicks and renumbering. Dear DC Comics, you screwed up. I was really looking forward to collecting Action Comics up to 1,000. I was really looking forward to collecting Detective up to 1,000. But you canceled the DC Universe before we got there. And did you continue numbering? No, you thought it would be a good idea to start at #1. Do you remember Crisis? They didn't start at #1. It was stupid. It was a stupid decision for Dan Didio, Jim Lee, and Jeff Johns, or whoever had a hand in that particular atrocity. Seriously. They did it. We're not seeing 1,000. This is a fake numbering. This is what? Volume 3, Volume 4, issue number 83 or 84. Done. Even Twiddles is pissed about this one. Things are looking quite a bit back to normal on this week's sale chart, with Batman in the top spot and plenty more of the Caped Crusader sprinkled through the list with Detective Comics and Curse of the White Knight. The two Dawn of X books that shipped this week, Marauders and Excalibur, also continue to be strong sellers. The debut of the newest Guardians of the Galaxy series also performed well. Elsewhere, we got familiar faces knocking around like Amazing Spider-Man and Superman, as well as sort of mini-event book Hell Arisen holding up at the bottom of the list. Yeah, at some point I gotta return to those X books and see if they're really that bad, because I am not a fan. DC makes it into the charts very strongly this week, taking 5 of our store's top 10 slots, and 4 of those 5 were taken by Batman books. Even after all of the publicity for the identity revelation of Superman #19 could only climb to the 11th spot on the charts. Too many lost Superman readers are unwilling to come back, apparently. Marvel's first 2 hit titles, Amazing Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, made it into the week's top 10 slots, while Boom placed with Once and Future #6. One good sign: readers who bailed on Tom King's tedious Batman run, particularly those who felt betrayed by his Batman Catwoman bait and switch, are willing to come back now that James Tynion IV is writing the series. Remember when we were celebrating Tom King? And man, we are burying him now, and I've got to say, Tynion's run is so far better. It's a breath of at least well-known Batman air rather than whatever that thing that Tom King was doing. Anyway, that is what the comic box... let me try that again. That is what the comic book shops have to say about this week's countdown. Now we're going to go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital... Will you shut up, bird? Thank you. 5 minutes. Okay, can I do the recording, please? No, he's going to keep going. So we're going to go over to Comixology. We're going to talk about that and see who wins the digital week, Marvel or DC. So, at number 10, once again, Batman Detective Comics 1019. Coming in at number 9 is Wonder Woman number 84. In the number 8 slot is Amazing Spider-Man number 38. At number 7 is Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Coming in at number 6 is Batman Curse of the White Knight number 6. In the number 5 slot is Batman Superman number 6. Coming in at number 4, Superman number 19. At number 3 is Excalibur number 6. Batman number 87 takes the runner-up spot at number 2. Leaving the number 1 spot open for Marauders number 6. This is almost a complete turnaround. It's still 6-4 in DC's favor, so they've got the numbers, but Marvel has the number 1 spot. DC fell to number 2, but now they have 3 in the top 5. So, where do you stand on that? I still call it a win for DC, but I'm a DC fan. You may say, hey, Marvel's got the number 1, they're number 1. All right, I like to stretch this out. I like to go into the top 20, and I'm not confident because that Marvel owns that back half. They live there. So 6-4. That seems like a good lead, but Marvel could take it. We're going to find out here. Coming in at number 11 is Fantastic Four number 18. It is now 6-5 in DC's favor. At number 12, we have Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen number 2. It is now DC 7, Marvel 5. Coming in at number 13 is Shazam, number 10, DC 8, Marvel 5. Coming in at number 14 is Far Sector number 3. It's now DC 9, Marvel 5. Here we go. Marvel showing some blood. In number 15, we got Captain Marvel number 14. It's now DC 9, Marvel 6. At number 16, Once and Future number 6. Make sure that there's going to be a clear winner between Marvel and DC. And at number 17, John Constantine Hellblazer number 3 makes DC that clear winner. It is now 10-6 in DC's favor. Coming in at number 18 is Red Hood Outlaw number 42. It's now DC 11, Marvel 6. At number 19, we have Batman Beyond number 40. It is DC 12, Marvel 6. And at number 20, we have Basket Full of Heads number 4. It's DC 13, Marvel 6. I have not seen a DC beatdown like this in 2 years since DC decided to go woke and get broke, put Tom King on Batman like he was the only writer ever created. My goodness gracious. I've said it. You've said it. A strong Batman, a strong Superman is a strong DC. Now, if we can only pry Superman from the clutches of Brian Michael Bendis, maybe DC could be completely on top again. I would love to see that. 2 weeks in a row, we have a DC win. Yes, I'm excited. I'm Team DC. I've never hidden that fact. Anyway, what team do you go for? And yes, it's all for fun. I collect both. I buy both. But I prefer the characters on DC Comics. How about you? Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about the video, what you think about the countdown. Is there something too high, something too low? You think, wow, why aren't people buying this? I'm actually glad they're buying the horror stuff from DC. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, good stuff there. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you haven't done it already, making sure that your notifications are on for the YouTube, for Google, the whole 9 yards. And if you haven't done it already, please go on over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi. Support the channel here. YouTube isn't supporting us at all, so by all means, go over, drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on here. Helps keep making videos for you, and maybe even commission if you want. Love it, and I thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.